There's no such thing as a happy Sunday, but I do greet you all for another 30-minute musing on this, a Sunday. Yeah. Getting myself into work. I did not make a recording. Hey, look at this. As I'm pulling out of my fucking parking spot, there's a Massachusetts license plate. And yes, I dropped the F-bomb. Why? Because these are explicit and I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper on the language. It's just how I am. I know when to pull my punches. I'm not driving around with my girlfriend's mother or grandmother or nothing like that. There are no children present. Well, these things are labeled explicit, at least on Spreaker. Hey, on YouTube, come on. I mean, just whatever. If you can't get over it, get over yourself, for fuck's sakes. Is that a Florida plate? No, that's Ontario. Wow. See, right there. Jesus, in the beginning of this recording, I haven't even gotten onto Sunrise Boulevard yet. I've already seen Massachusetts and Ontario. Good Lord. Might be one of those days. But I didn't do a recording yesterday as I left work. My brain was in a fog. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't get going. I literally didn't say anything the entire ride home. No radio on or nothing. Just kind of let my mind wander. I didn't say anything until I yawned about, I don't know, a few miles away from home. Nothing. Just wheels on the road and let my mind wander. I think that's healthy. Of course, I think, these damn recordings are healthy to some degree. Not so much get shit off my chest, but kind of, just open up my brain a little bit. Boy, these people that want to get somewhere so fast. Like, we both get to the intersection at the same time, but I have the right of way because all I got to do is merge, and they're still trying to, oh no, come on, let me out, come on. Like you're a caged friggin' animal. Now see, this is nice. Traffic is so light, I don't have to wait for the arrow. That light's green, I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to be cutting this one short today as far as the 30-minute duration. Number one, depends on traffic. Two, depends on if I get to where I need to be before work. I need to make a quick stop. Just for, whatever. And I want to check out that little area. I remember when they were building these places up when I was going to school, college, whatever. They were just starting to build it. Now that they're built, I drive by it every day, sometimes twice a day. Well, yeah, if I have to go to work, generally twice a day, I drive by there. Never went through. It's like one of those living plazas, you know what I mean? It's like maybe within it, like there's a couple of businesses I can see, like whatever, like a Jamba Juice or some shit like that, and there's condos probably in the upstairs, a lot of these places. There might be an insurance joint. There might be a little restaurant, a salon, I think there, Never went into that area. Shit, they're building up stuff right across the street from where I'm at. It used to be just a big open parking lot, it looked like. Just open nothingness. Now, condos like a motherfucker. Just the way they got it. Building up shit all around me. Whew. Oh boy, love that AC though. What's that up there? Is that another Massachusetts? I think so. My initial thought was Ohio. No, that's got to be Massachusetts. The lettering of the license plate is red, but there's a little bit of a blue scribble above that. I'm assuming that's the Massachusetts. And I told you that one, right? It's like if they're from Boston, they're okay, but otherwise they're just a mass hole. Hey, that's what I was told from a kid who's from Boston. That was Brian. Yeah, I shouldn't be name dropping, but whatever. I don't even know what his last name was. But he was one of the kids. Is it definitely Massachusetts? But he was one of the kids that lived next door to us when I first moved into Florida. It said like we'd have a keg at our place, they'd have a keg at their place, right next door. I mean, it was only a 2-store bit, Two-story, excuse me, a two-story building. So it's like we owned the upper part of that building. It's like they knew more people. They had like the DJ at their place with their keg, and we just had loud fucking music at our place with our keg. And you know, I don't want to say it was complete on debauchery. I mean, there might have been a little something else going on. Maybe some people puffing up some green stuff. But no, otherwise, to my knowledge, there was nothing else going on other than drinking and some sort of smoking. Not crack. No, that I would have totally gone apeshit about. I wasn't too wild about having weed in our place either. It was bad enough some of the kids there might have been under 21 at the time. Statute of limitations. Maybe I'm making all this up. You don't even know. I've been to Pluto, by the way. Brian Williams saw the whole thing. That's another joke that I tend to throw around. Going back to that real quick. That just seems to be my go-to. New Jersey plate 2 lanes over. That seems to be my go-to when I'm clearly bullshitting about something, or I just want to get a quick laugh out of people. You know, whatever it might even be something factual. You know, like the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl. Brian Williams saw the whole thing. I don't know. It just you can use that in either direction. Either you're completely full of shit with the story you're telling, and you want to give it like that haha, like that extra, okay, now I know they're lying kind of deal. Or it's just, it's the satirical comment. You know, the New England Patriots did win the most previous Super Bowl. Brian Williams saw the whole thing. Well, if he said it, then it's got to be true. He was there, he saw it, you know. It's just kind of, you don't believe me, ask him. He's a newsman. Why would he lie? It's kind of a satirical. You can use it both ways, though. Giggity. Yeah, use your jokes about that one. You can use it both ways. You gutter brain fucking troll, you. You troglodyte cave-dwelling. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm cruising so fast, I'm on the ramp to 95 right now. And wouldn't you know, another New Jersey plate in front of me. Unless this is the same car? I don't think so. It was a blue car. It was a Jersey plate. I don't know. That's why I need a dash cam. Just so I can sync up the audio and the video for you. Come on, Jersey. Get on your fucking, to the pedal on the right. You would think somebody from a pretty, like one of those northeast states where it's really metropolitan and you're close to fucking New York City, for Christ's sakes, Manhattan, all that stuff. You picture you'd be one of the more aggressive motherfuckers on the gas pedal. I mean, if you got a Montana license plate, I expect you to not know what the fuck you're doing or where the fuck you're going. Yeah, I'm gonna throw down some coffee when I get my ass into work. Chances are I'll have to brew it up on my own. Sometimes it's just one of those things. I mean, maybe the weekend crew's a little different. It was like, if it ain't there, people, they don't go for it. As soon as that coffee is made up, and that pot is fully brewed, boom. There is a swarm. You know what, I just made up my mind. I'm going to have creamer in my coffee, too. Normally, I go with my coffee black. I want that shit like asphalt, baby. Pave the street with my coffee. Goddamn right. Just the kind of guy I am. And I'm getting into work a little bit early. I think, Pre-game opening is at 1:05. First pitch is scheduled for 1:35. Between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. I love how they say, your Miami Marlins. Why would people down here want to admit that that's their team? Well, we have 2 World Series wins. Yeah, and otherwise you're a fucking toilet dweller. Now, I do blame the upper management. I think I've said that before. I blame them. The players, I'm sure, aren't going out there trying to stink up the joint. Man, I could just talk another bit of sports, but I'll try to avoid it. talking like metric stats and all that bullshit. I'll avoid that. What else? I gotta think of something else. What can I think of? Fuck, I want to talk video games all of a sudden. But it's interesting at the very least. I'll go with that. Hopefully it doesn't lose you too quick. I can't say that I'm a huge advocate of them, but any kind of game where there's not really a main goal. Well, maybe there's a main goal, but it's like the simulator games, like Sim City, right? You're building a city. You start from scratch. You're working with a budget. You're micromanaging. Blah blah blah. All this stuff. I like that kind of shit. Something you make that you gotta kind of keep tabs with. Develop, you get upgrades, you do this and that, and all of a sudden you go from like 2,000 people, and holy shit, we have 200,000 people in this city. I kind of like that. This side of town, really bad. There's not good police coverage. Well, fuck, we don't have the budget right now to drop another police station. Maybe we bump up the taxes about 1% or 2. Let that ride through a fiscal year. Maybe we get the coin. Boom. There, drop the police station. So there's good, so we lower the crime rate in that bad area. Oh, right, cool. Just that, I don't know, sense of accomplishment. It's not like you're really building anything. It's just point and click. But I like those kinds of things, and it always makes me wonder. I might be a bad driver. Like, if I've never been to a place and you give me directions, if it's not spot-on directions, I'm probably going to get a little bit lost. I don't have the navigational brain my father does. Not at all. Can look at a map like a motherfucker, though, but you know what a map is? It's an overhead view. Oh. That was a plane flying over, about to land at the Hollywood Fort Lauderdale Airport. Hopefully you heard that one. Pretty good. Not quite like the scene in Wayne's World, but I'll give it a close, because I'm driving. Had I been stationary under that sumbitch, could have been cooler. That I need to go back and listen to. That'll be fun. Where's that about? That's about 12 minutes in. I'll check for it. That was cool. Anyway. Yeah, so like looking at a map, that's an overhead view. I get a better understanding of where I need to go, how I need to get there, whatever the case is. Just flat, eye-level driving on the road, not always the best. I don't know why. But going back to the simulator games, wow, there's a heavy yawn. These simulator games, they're called sim games, just to keep it short for those of you not totally familiar. But when you get to create your cities and your neighborhoods and your all that stuff, yeah, you get to do highways and on-ramps, off-ramps, well, depending on the game. I mean, there's so many versions, and the technology. The first game was like from the late 80s, just on computer. I mean, nowadays, these SimCity games are so fun. There's another one I want to check out. It's called Cities Skylines. Same basic premise. You're creating a region, a territory, a city, whatever you want to call it. And it's the same thing where you're just building up a city, and you got all these things to worry about. Do they have power going to the houses? Do they have water going to the houses? Fire coverage, police coverage, etc. Are there parks? Are there a place for them to go and relax? Is there a sports stadium? Serious shit. So as I'm driving around I-95 here, and I'm looking at all the twisting, turning fucking concrete pillars and all that shit where, just on-ramps, off-ramps, highways, and all that crap. It's like, goddamn, to think of the manpower that all this took, how long it took to build, just the architectural design of it. I have a great appreciation for shit like that. Just, I'm going 60, 65 miles an hour on a donut tire still. It's like, just think of the logistics of that. Like, how many people drew up the plans? Might not have been that many. How many people worked on this shit? Well, I mean, you could have had just one crew or 3 rotational crews, morning, noon, and night, of about 10 people. So that's 30 people. And it takes them how long to build all this shit? That is just a marvel. I mean, there's people, like some of my friends are like, oh yeah, my parents have been here. Before I-95 stretched down this far. 595 wasn't built, obviously. 75 didn't reach down. Like, how the fuck? It's just amazing to me. So, like, with those damn sim video games, it's like, yeah, that shit gets built all relatively fucking quick. And I dig it. Never wanted to be an architect, although I might have fun with it. I mean, from a creative standpoint, sure, but then again, go get another degree, you know, work on debt just a little bit more. Always fascinating to me. Oh, there's another thing with the damn sim games, like the newer ones. Well, I don't know how new there are. Ones that I played back in the day, like if you wanted to use a solar fucking a solar power plant essentially to power your neighborhood a little bit. If it got cloudy over that solar panel, it would literally shut down the power. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but you talk about a dick move. It's like, come on. So then you're sitting there having used the dirty, a coal plant and an oil plant, which are pollutants as fuck. Natural gas is a power source to light up the neighborhood. That's okay. And even at some of these games, you can work your way up to, like, you know, fusion power, which, to my knowledge, does not exist yet. But apparently that's the be-all, end-all. That's almost like anti-gravity as far as, you know, a scientist and a nerd's holy grail. Well, I suppose put it up there with time travel, although there's no way to disprove any of that. And I'm looking to make a lane merge here, but all of a sudden I'm getting surrounded by assholes. Almost as if I'm Lord Helmet in Spaceballs. Ooh, and I'm surrounded by assholes. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. That's a good one. Tennessee plate. Dark red Nissan, 2 lanes over. I'm in the far right, letting everybody pass me because I got to take my one exit. I might have to cut this short, damn it. Well, that's okay. If it's not a 30-minute musing, I mean, come on. Just by default name, enough? Come on, I've been cruising good enough. There hasn't been an exact point to this. Wow, what a ballsy move by that Corvette. That's a decent car. You shouldn't be weaving in and out of this fucking traffic like that. You kidding me? How much time do I have remaining? Oh, 12 minutes? Are you kidding me? Fuck. Wow, I might have to do just a short double-double. I wish this thing would do more than 30. I wish I could just string to get whatever. Put me on a 3-hour limit. I'll work with the rest. I mean, fuck, the website on Spreaker, like, they give you like a 10-hour limit. And granted, I'm trying to keep those things cut down and short. Why can't they give me 10 minutes on a full fucking recording? What if I wanted to do it all in one thing? What if I was doing a road trip and I didn't want to keep, you know, every 30 minutes upload. That's 20 fucking clicks. That's a bunch. That's too much. Let that fucker ride. Come on. You know, it's like, hey, what album should we put on? Iron Butterfly, Inagata Davida. Let it ride. Don't jump it up to the bass solo or the drum solo or nothing like that. Come on. Well, I'm about to make my quick stop. I guess, I mean, I'll have enough time. I'll jump back in with this. That's okay, but as for now, as I'm pulling into the parking lot, get myself set up and situated. Hold it. I'm gonna turn, loop around, do this, blah, 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 and... Okay, parked, e-brake, there we go. Well, that was a good 19, close to 20 minutes. That's okay. Maybe I'll have to do a double shot, but, hey, it's only gonna be for a few minutes, but till we meet again, I'll catch your ass down the road. Literally, down the road. It won't be that far, trust me. I might still be in this parking space, but, well, you know the routine. Click.